Alright, what is up, you guys? I am here with a DVD that has been requested pretty much the entire time I've had this channel. This is the ladder match DVD, and this one is really special to me because this is what really started it all back in 2007. This is what got me into collecting, and this really made me fall in love with wrestling DVDs. So, if I contribute anything to my collection, it is this one. I got this as soon as it came out, and, it just built from there. So this is a very special DVD to me. We have the ladder match 3-disc set, and you have the WrestleMania 16 Jeff Hardy going off the ladder. This is such a cool cover. You actually have blood trickling from the A, which obviously looks like a ladder. And then you have some names here. And we do have Chris Benoit, which is interesting to see on a cover, especially given the 2007 release. So, at the time, I think this came out after everything. So, definitely very interesting. So, like I said, awesome cover. We have your spine. And then on the back here, we do have a 9-hour runtime. And of course, you have Edge here, reaching for the gold. I believe that's WrestleMania 17. And then, opening it up here, you have Benoit on the headbutt from WrestleMania 21. You have Matt Hardy and Edge from the Raw Homecoming episode. And you have some pretty cool disc artwork here. I actually really like that. And then you have more of the WrestleMania 21, WrestleMania 22, and you actually have another WrestleMania 22 shot there with RVD and Bobby Lashley. And then we have WrestleMania 17 again. Of course, the famous ladder spot, the spear, just off the wall. Love it. But we do have an insert here. And we have great match listing here. We have Jake Roberts versus Big Daddy Ritter, who actually was the Junkyard Dog eventually. This was before his WWF run. And this was in Stampede Wrestling. Ladder match for the North American Heavyweight Championship and cash. Very different ladder match. They actually had someone in there to set the ladder up for him. Like I said, it is a very, very early incarnation of the ladder match. It's really fun to watch, actually. And then we have Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. That was kind of an experimental ladder match. A lot of people think the WrestleMania 10 ladder match was the first one. It's not. So, this Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels ladder match was a very early kind of experiment. And then we have SummerSlam, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Triple H versus The Rock at SummerSlam 98. I'm not even going to bother saying it's a ladder match, because obviously, yeah. Then we have Edge and Christian versus the New Brood, which was the Hardys at the time. The Terry Invitational Tournament ladder match. No Mercy, first ever tag ladder match. Then we have the first ever TLC match for the World Tag Team titles at SummerSlam 2000. The Dudleys versus Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys. And we have a Starrcade ladder match here for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. 3 Count versus the Young Dragons versus Jamie Noble and Evan Karagias. I'm probably butchering that name. Karagias, same thing. And then we have Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho ladder match for the Royal Rumble. For the Intercontinental Championship at the Royal Rumble. 2001. Great match and great event. We have TLC 2, WrestleMania 17, of course. Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys versus the Hardys. The Fatal 4-Way Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, which was actually free on SmackDown. Edge and Christian versus Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. Very underrated match for obvious reasons. But yeah, very entertaining. Then we have Christian versus Edge, No Mercy 2001. Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam on Raw. Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy for the undisputed WWE title. That's such an awesome match, especially with JR calling it. I really think Jim Ross made that match just as much as Undertaker and Jeff Hardy did. He really did. Then we have my personal favorite ladder match of all time, TLC 4. Kane and the Hurricane versus Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy versus Bubba Ray Dudley and Spike Dudley versus Chris Jericho and Christian. This was from Raw Roulette 2002. I love that match. Then we have Chris Jericho versus Christian, Unforgiven 2004. Disc 3, we have the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, WrestleMania 21. We have Benoit, Jericho, Edge, Shelton Benjamin, Christian, and Kane. We have Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, SummerSlam 2005. Edge versus Matt Hardy on Raw. Edge versus Ric Flair in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, free on Raw. John Cena versus Edge, TLC match on Unforgiven. Jeff Hardy versus Johnny Nitro on Raw. And then finally, we have a great Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the tag team titles. Paul London and Brian Kendrick versus Eminem versus the Hardys versus William Regal and Dave Taylor. So, yeah, this is just absolutely phenomenal DVD. I couldn't recommend it any higher. You know, this is up there with the Hell in a Cell anthology. This is one that I wore out when I would have been 11 in 2007. So, this was just such a great DVD at the time for me, and it still is. You know, I still have it front and center in a lot of my videos. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of this DVD, and for now, this has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.